I'm Adam Boyd, and I play Petty Officer McCall on Transolar Galactica, and I'm also one of the producers on the show. I think Clancy described my part when he called as he goes, we kind of want to do a space Oliver twist, and I think it was just that descriptor when he gave it to me. I was like, well, that sounds interesting. So if I had to sum it up, McCall is just suffering from an acute case of Stockholm Syndrome, and he really believes in what he's doing, and he believes in the UGCA code and following orders. I think somewhere in his bunk he has a photograph of Captain Trigger like above his bed, and all he wants to do is just make the captain happy, even though Captain Trigger treats him like dirt and walks all over him.
Martin Paul McCall III. Marty Paul McCall. They had to have one other guy, and we like the fact that there was just one other guy running the rest of the ship, because the ship is huge, and who's this like rat who just kind of has to scurry around the 90% of the rest of the ship. So it needs to be a young person who's learning the ropes. And then we're also like, well, we like Kaylee from Firefly. Wow, she's all greasy and enthusiastic. She's just, yeah. And what if it was
need someone that's very boyish and small.
We know someone like, we got that covered, but what else is about the character? Well, obviously this isn't gonna go well for him.
The really interesting thing about McCall is this really unfortunate attachment to his higher officers, Captain Trigger and the other crew, even though he's just treated poorly by all of them.
McCall, all the important people are on leave for the next 2 days. I need you to fix that thing you told me about.
Right, the reactor core coolant lines. That's actually a 3-person job, and I currently don't have the tools necessary to make those repairs, so I was wondering if you might be able to file some of the paperwork I had sent up to your office.
All right.
So the McCall origin episode, we have a little bit of an homage to a very famous sci-fi adventure franchise. It was kind of fun just to do that, to really reach out and grab another movie that we're really big fans of and morph it into the Transolar world. If you don't know his backstory, you're like, is he in an internship program? What's going on? Like, why is he taking all this abuse for college credit? When you finally see the origin episode, you kind of understand that it wasn't necessarily under his will that he joined the Transolar Galactica crew. And
how we wanted to do the origin episodes, which is where do these characters come from? And I feel like Trigger is this entity that can jump from genre to genre in the sci-fi universe and pull these characters from what would be their own adventure almost. And McCall's is a really good example of how that character gets ripped from his own narrative and his own story.
So if you want to see the McCall Origins episode and all of our other Origin episodes and all the other content we've been creating since our Kickstarter, you can check out our website, transolargalactica.com/join the Legion. You join the group and you get access to exclusive content. At this point, we've only been offering to our Kickstarter backers. You'll get special deals on merchandise in our store, access to our members forums where we'll be sharing not only video content, but some of our concept art and our storyboards. Plus, all the money that is contributed from the Legion memberships go right back into the budget for season 2 and just help us make the show that much bigger and that much better. So please check it out, and we promise you won't regret it, you will enjoy it. In playing McCall, I think everything's challenging, but I think it's hard to play these characters. Well, let's just be honest. It's hard to act with Isaac. No. Isaac, can you give me some pointers here? Didn't you do this shit on stage or something? So you were theater or ballerina or something?